Okay, so every night between the time that I have from breast pumping and from my son waking up, I'm gonna just do some videos. I want this to be like an open conversation where we can all talk and we can just, talk about what's going on in the world and just like any subject that honestly comes to mind. Anyways, my name is Katharina. 27 years old, born and raised in Miami, Florida, Cuban background. Currently have a 7-month-old son. I'm a fiance to a wonderful man, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. So my days consist of a lot of motherly duties. But the other night I was watching American Idol. Okay, and what was his name? Completely forgot his name. Point being, he has a rare disease called Hidradenitis Suppurativa. It's an autoimmune disorder that causes flare-ups in different parts of the body, like huge cysts, and they're very painful and they leave immense scars, and it's definitely very hard to deal with. Anyways, so he sung a song or whatever, and they showed a little bit of his background, his pictures and everything that he goes through. And the reason that it touched my heart so much, my mother called me to tell me about it, but the reason that it touched my heart so much was because I too have that disease. I too am a woman who suffers from that, who suffered from that. It's been over 15 years already. I mean, I was first diagnosed when I was 8, turning 9 years old. I mean, you can imagine how hard that is for a little girl to be diagnosed with something who's gonna change her life forever. Before she even goes on her first date, or before she even, is past 5th grade, she has to now know that she has to live with this disease. And she has to do it for the rest of her life. And there's no cure. See, when I got diagnosed, 0.007 of the population worldwide had my disease. Now, over 7% of the population worldwide have it. And those are the only cases that they know about, meaning there's people who have it that don't speak about it because they're ashamed. I want to make it so popular that everybody can speak about it openly, regardless of the judgments and regardless of everybody's horrible comments that people can have sometimes. I want to make it open so people understand that it is okay to have this disease. Yes, you can become married. Yes, you can bear children. Yes, you can be successful in life. It's gonna take more out of your heart for you to be able to do it. You understand where I'm going? So that's basically what I'm here to tell you guys. And every day we don't have to talk about it. We can talk about different things every day. Stuff that's updated, new news. I mean, it can be anything. I just want to leave it open. My channel, Chat with Kat, I want us to be able to talk about anything. I want us to be able to grow a community so we can just feel free to share whatever's going on in our lives. We're all human. We all have issues. We all have day-to-day struggles. We all are stressed. Some of us more than others. Some of us financially. Some of us physically, mentally. I mean, you name it, we go through it. And I just want to make sure that everybody feels free to talk about whatever they want here. I mean, nothing is off topic. Nothing. I want to talk about it all. Whatever YouTube allows me to. Because I'm sure there's like user agreements and stuff. And I don't want to get there. Anyways. So, I guess I'll just ramble on and start talking about my story. So, I remember 5th grade. My teacher was Mr. Ramos. And I'll never forget it. I was in what was supposed to be PE, and I had so much pain. And I told my mom, Mommy, I have, I guess, a mosquito bite on my leg. And that was like the first time I ever saw a case of my disease. And my mom goes, okay. So my, I think, what every mom does, she cleans it, she puts Neosporin, puts a Band-Aid. Yeah, it'll go away. It never went away. It went on and on and on, to the point where we started going to see specialists and different doctors. And it got to the point where I was in severe pain. I would get, I'll never forget, I used to have like 101, 102 fevers. Sometimes I couldn't walk some days. Other days I didn't want to go outside. I mean, mind you, I'm in 5th grade. I'm in 5th grade, and I'm not understanding why I can't play with the boys and girls outside. I'm not understanding why my life feels to be so much more different than my other kids my age. Why I can't just get up and go whenever I want to. Why everything has to be such a process. Fast forward to the different specialists that we went to go see. I'll never forget, I was in the waiting room. You know how much I remember that I can remember the guy in front of me, to the left of me, next to the water, drinking his coffee. See, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, either a dermatologist's office or an infectious disease office. Anyways, long story short, we go into this doctor's office, and this lady comes back and says, here's what you have. And it's like a 50-page report, like this thick. I mean, no lie. She like throws it on the doctor's table and says, this is what you have. And my mom and I are like, okay. She couldn't even pronounce it, but she did diagnose me. And nowadays you can Google things, and nowadays you have access to all this information. I mean, kids that are in school nowadays, they don't understand how lucky they have it, because us 90s babies, I'm early 90s, even, the late 80s babies, the early late 80s babies, we had to have encyclopedias. We had to actually read for a living. And like, we had to go to the library. Anyways, long story short, you weren't able to Google this disease. Nobody spoke about it. Nobody had it. It was like very like frowned upon. It was, oh, if you had this disease, you were just nasty. You didn't shower. You're overweight. The list goes on and on. So I enter middle school, 6th grade. And after this, we're going to stop here and I'll pick it up tomorrow. So I enter middle school, 6th grade, and our uniforms are like gold tops. I remember gold tops, like a gold shirt, t-shirt, or khaki pants. Or it was a white t-shirt or khaki pants. So our school colors was gold, white, and I think brown, but you couldn't wear brown shirts. Only dark brown, like Dickies pants, or khaki pants. Anyways, so I loved basketball. And I'll never forget, I was in class one day, Dr. Martinez's class, math. She's actually a twin. Anyways, and I had one of those outbreaks under my arms. And she asked us some type of math question. And I raised my hand. And I I raised my hand to tell the answer, whatever it was. And this girl behind me named Catherine, I'll never forget her. She, in front of the entire class, said, "Ew, what is that horrible smell? It smells like onions. How nasty." I ran out of the class crying. I ran down to the office to call my mom. Now, I didn't want to leave school. I just wanted to go home and take a shower, right? Because there was no information on this disease that I had. I didn't know how to control it. I didn't know what I should use to clean it. I didn't know how to properly dress it, if I needed to be on antibiotics. I didn't know anything. Nobody knew what I can take for pain, what I shouldn't be eating. I mean, I didn't know. And I remember telling my mom, Mommy, please, come get me, come get me. I just want to go home. I just want to take a shower, please, Mom. My mom couldn't leave work, and my mom always left work, but that specific day she couldn't. And I thought to myself, how am I gonna go back to class? Who's gonna want to be my friend? Who's gonna want to sit next to the girl who doesn't smell too good all the time, who doesn't laugh as much because she's in so much pain? You know, to the confused girl who's overly emotional because she's dealing with so much more than she should at the age of 10 and 11. And at that moment, I remember, like clear as day, I knew my life was going to be much more harder. I knew I wasn't going to have an easy time. I knew that from that moment on, I was going to have to be a fighter. And I was going to have to fight for the things that I want. And I was going to have to push forward. And I wasn't going to have the ability to look back. And the list goes on. I mean, the list goes on. I just wanted to be a normal girl. I wanted to worry about boys. I wanted to worry about the next party. I wanted to worry about girly things. How my hair looked, how my makeup looked, because I am a makeup fanatic. But it is like almost midnight and I'm not gonna have my makeup on right now. But I just hope that whoever sees this video, you know you're not alone. And you know that there's somebody out here that understands exactly what you're going through. There's somebody out here who can really relate with you and who could really speak to you, maybe give you some insight, maybe give you some information. I'm always here. I'll be here every night. And hopefully tomorrow I have some more viewers, or you know, somebody who can throw down a topic so we can talk. Until then, bye guys, love ya.